Hey, what's good everyone? How's it going today? Hopefully it's all going Gucci. So, the Season 7 meta, what is it? There's no clear-cut definition of what the word meta actually means. So how I'm actually defining meta is I'm going off of what the really good players are actually doing that they weren't doing before. I'm going to explain each one. Okay, so one thing that we're definitely seeing becoming way more common is the pump deagle combination. Now this somewhat reminds me of double pump in a weird way because it's got that same kind of damage output, same technique somewhat, but to anyone that doesn't actually know what this is, it's basically dropping your SMG and taking a deagle. The reason for this is the deagle will one tap pretty much any structure when it's being built, and it will one tap wooden walls if they're fully built, which is like the main player v player PvP material that most people are going to be using, because brick and metal is just way harder to get. Most people have a load of wood, so that's what they use. So the deagle is really great at like combating this. It's great for people that are coning. Now I use this meta quite a lot just because it really suits my playstyle. I'm super aggressive, I really try and rush the fight, get them over and done with quickly, and just being able to one tap pretty much everyone's wall is incredible, because I one tap it, I can replace it, or I can just shotgun them. It's one of the two, right? And you can do this like super quick and wrap up kills fast. And I know I said this before, but it actually really does remind me of the double pump, because it's got that same kind of just rhythm to it, right? You're hitting them once, and because they're both like high damage weapons, like a deagle still hits for 75 if you hit the player and 150 to the head, and the pump is like 90 and then like 200 plus, really depending on the range, but you probably ain't gonna get 200 damage out of the pump anyway. But it is literally like double pump in Season 7. The only unfortunate thing with the deagle is the fact that, let's say you are building a little bit and you jump, it really messes up the hip fire, so you can't like jump and then double. If that makes sense. You can't like shotgun and then switch your deagle, then shoot them mid-air, because when you shoot in mid-air as you're falling, your hip fire is so wide that it's really RNG based. Then I'm not even sure what the percentage of it is, because I haven't really looked at it properly. But let's just say if you're taking that shot, you can be dead on accurate, and there's a good chance you're still gonna miss. So avoiding jump shotting without deagle is probably the best tip I can have you. But the deagle isn't meant to be used to damage players, even though you're going to use it to damage them and kill them hopefully. But it's more just for the fact that it can just tear through mats instantly. And it really throws people off and catches them off guard, right? Because you can run around their box if they're coning. They don't know which wall you're going to break, right? So as you're running around, they're trying to turbo build all the walls. They're getting dizzy trying to track you and not get shot, and then you just shoot out one of the walls and blap them, you know? And the amount of times I've done this to players is unreal, because it just takes everybody off guard. And it's not so known as being like common knowledge yet that the deagle one taps everything. Like, it's becoming way more common. It's weird, because currently it's really picking up steam, and I definitely see way more people, literally every day I see way more people using the deagle over an SMG, just because it's so good. It's such a great meta. And guys, if you're not already using it, go ahead and try it out at least, because if you like the double pump and you were a fan of it, it's not the same, but it's somewhat nostalgic, and it's a lot of fun. It's fun. It really is fun. So as long as we're praying that Ninja doesn't go ahead and complain about it and tweet at Epic, we should be alright though. Hopefully they do leave it in the game, because it's such a blast. Okay, so going into my next bit, and this is like how the game is being played differently by most good players. At least from what I'm noticing is a lot of people are really avoiding build fights. I personally, I'm a decent builder, but I don't like build fights just because you never come out of them better than you went in, because you've wasted a ton of mats. So is the guy that you killed, so he doesn't actually have mats that he's dropped you. The amount of times I've went into build fights, won them, and then come out with like 100 mats when I went in with 500, right? Even though I got his mats, but we both used our mats to fight each other, and then they just get wasted, right? It's really risky, especially with the fact that they removed bouncers and they removed redeploy. Now for me, I'm happy they removed redeploy, because I thought it was stupid anyway, having it in public matches. However, the bouncers, like, please Epic, just put bouncers back in the game, because I think everybody within the Fortnite community, literally everyone, no one likes dying to full damage. Not a single person doesn't like the bouncers, and that's part of the reason why people aren't build fighting anymore, right? It's because full damage will absolutely clap you. There's only two things within Fortnite that no one can beat, and that's full damage and the storm. So I know I just went on like a mini rant to Epic about adding back the bounces, but excluding that, people are avoiding build fights like the plague, which they should be. I do it as well. So people are starting to rely on accuracy and just positioning way more than they ever did before. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video on the changes to the game, at least on how it's being played. If you did go ahead and enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button right there. It really helps out the channel. Also turn on post notifications if you haven't already. Subscribe, comments. I'm running through the list right now. And yeah, have a great one everyone. Peace out.